Can you hear me now? There it is. Fuck yeah. Let's go. All right. Top in. Anybody know? Anybody? Top is in. No, I'm kidding. What a short, though, huh? What a short. I caught this perfectly right before I dropped off or left to bring the kid to the in-laws. Let me just pull up my chat here so I can see y'all. Let's go live. Guys, I got to trim my mustache because it's going in my nose. And it's not the best. Not the best. Let's take a peek. All right, let's take a peek. Let me mute myself on the other screen. Pull up my KSX. Whoa. Nice. All right, what are we doing here? I'm short on Solana. I literally caught it right here. Where's the 2 minute? On this trigger wave here. Maybe we were coming up. I don't know. I don't know exactly where I got it. I was in red for about 3 minutes. Either way, I ain't mad at it. We're gonna come up, roll back over. We got a little OBIM right here on the 2. Let's hop up to the 5. I know that's blue, but that's okay. We'll live. Sometimes you got to work fast. Do I want to get out and then look for a reassessment? We have bullish divergence. We came down. What did we come down into? What a freaking SFP. It's 8:30. Anything happened this morning? Weekly open. Previous day low, 1 hour 200. So we got a little bit of turbulence there. Let's see something here. Let's play with it. Yeah, I'm starting to like these anchored VWAPs. I'm starting to like them. I don't need that. That lines up with my fib. I bet you this will line up with a fib as well if I pull from this impulse. But that's okay. Actually, I don't even need it because you got the value, the POC. We're coming up. We're coming up. We're coming up. That's all right, though. Guys, look what we could potentially be putting in here. A lower high. I don't think so. I think we're going higher, but last night it looked like it wanted to take off. I wake up this morning, not the case. We have a confirmed, hold on. Oh, big shiver. We have a confirmed 12-hour SFP. Granted, grain of salt, we have bearish divergence, we have SFP, but the structure is more than that, right? This is I would like the daily to close. The 16-hour, we got 3 hours left. I mean, we have higher time frames in the 12 that would signify this in my book. 12 hours is a good start. And if that's the case, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be looking here. I'll be looking down here, so specifically like this guy. And then we got the value area low, and we got this demand down here, quarterly open, daily 800. I mean, we got a lot of stuff below us that I wouldn't hate to see. Hold on, let me make this small. That I wouldn't hate to see touched again. I wouldn't hate it. What I'm going to be looking for, though, is this. Good. We already have it marked. Actually, I'm gonna mark it myself just so it stays. This is the impulse fib I want. If we make it higher. Holy sugar pie, honey bunch. I'm a sleepy boy. All right, let's hop over to Bitcoin. I got Sol on the other screen, and I'll get into why I liked Sol in a little bit. But Sol and Link both look very double top-ish. I just liked the fact that Sol flipped and it was just bleeding. Oscillators bleeding. This is bleeding. A lot of times this ends up being right, bleed, 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 dump, and that's exactly what happened. Bitcoin, right? Let's look on the weekly, guys. Actually, let's see. What about the 3 week, 9 days? Nah. What about the 2 week? 2 days. Okay. If this prints an SFP, if this swing fail patterns this, if it fails to take this high, right? What have I been saying? In order to be bullish, we need to close a good candle above this. Now, I've been saying daily. That's not a good daily candle close. It's a decent one, but then we got eaten right up. So, you zoom out, you look at the 2 week. If in 2 days this stays like this, let's get rid of that. I don't even know what that is. If it stays a swing failure pattern, SFP, and we got money flow coming out, we got bearish divergence, right? This is, to me, this is exaggerated. Boom, boom. But then this one would definitely classify as bearish. What's the RSI looking like? Is the RSI going to read any different? RSI is reading different. RSI is reading bearish divergence all the way from back here. Don't ignore that, right? So we have, if this is a roll zone, right? What did we talk about the other day, guys? What did we talk about the other day? I don't even remember, but we talked about this. A lot of times it'll follow trend, right? And this is roll zone. Sometimes Brian just knows a thing or two. So the weekly, like I just said, we're going to call it bearish divergence. Money flow is coming out. Potential. This could be like some sort of trigger wave, right? This could print a red dot and be a bearish divergence here on the 2 week. The weekly money flow is coming up though, right? This is still strong. This can still blast us off, right? But if you look, it's starting to curve itself out. It's not the biggest deal, right? Like right here, look, right? We're starting to curve right here. See this? And then boom. Wait, I don't know if my head's in the way or not. I think my head was in the way. I'm sorry. This guy here, right? We're starting around, we pause, and then boom, we come up again for another 43%. So none of this means shit. But what I would say is, granted, this money flow is coming up strong. We do have bearish divergence on the money flow. So please be aware of this. I don't know what it means, right? Nothing's confirmed yet. Something like this, I would love like an hourly, 4-hour change of character on the official print of, let's say, I would accept the weekly. I mean, the weekly and the 2 week are the same. So if the 5 day is the same, yeah. So the 5, the week, and the 2 week, if they all print the swing failure pattern here, and we get that 4-hour change, right? We get something like this. It comes down, grabs this liquidity, comes up, boom, 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 boom. I'm in. 4 day. Excuse me. If this rolls over, right? People say this cancels shit out, like this will cancel divergence out. I disagree. This is just an oscillator reset. We still have it from back here, right? Right here. This is divergence right here. Higher high, lower. And even if you want to call this a flat top, you can call this a flat top. Sometimes I'll do that. This is flat pretty much for the most part. This is slowly trending down. 2-day money flow is coming up super, super, super strong though. But when you see, and this is not always, but when you see this oscillator kind of going flat here, guys, right? These momentum waves, when you see these momentum waves going flat and price is really moving, it's indicating a potential trend shift. It's running out of steam. Let's see if I can find one here for you. I want a big one. That's what she said. I don't care if it's up or down. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah, see, we're coming down strong, flat, 1, 2, we reverse. Coming up strong, flat, 1, 2, we reverse. I'm not saying we're going to zero. Just saying it's something to keep in mind. Let's work our way down a little more, a little faster here because I want to watch Solano. I think this is a little too spread out to be a Model 1. If anything, you can go 1, 2, 3, Model 1. 1, 2, 3, Model 1. 1, 2, 3, Model 1. 1, 2, 3, Model 2. 16-hour. Same jazz, guys, right? Like this is a flat top here for the most part. Bearish divergence, kind of flattish. Money flow's coming up. VWAP's coming out. Red dots printing for you red dotians. Something to be aware of. What I'm going to be watching is like a trend line like this, right? If this momentum wave comes down and breaks this, and then we get like a little retest and go, that can make for a really good short on like this, anywhere from like the 4 to the 16, the daily. What's up, Yeet? Yeet, Jet. Yeet. Yeah, this is, if this swing fails in the higher time frame, guys, and we come down, we can double top this, right? And if that's the case, then I'm going to be looking at it for the macro sense here, right? I'm going to be looking at this value area. I'm going to be looking at this area here, right? This demand, right? Value area low. We got demand. We got a fib pull from the low. I got to read. Oh, easy, killer, easy. To the high. There's a lot going on in here. So point of control, value area low, and then there's a lot of confluences. Let's see, what's my Shihi looking like? What do we got in here? We got a daily naked point of control, or at the value area high. We pretty much almost just touched that weekly open. Yearly opens at the POC, quarterly open, daily naked, daily 200. I mean, there's a lot of places to bounce here, but I mean, overall, if we get sucked back inside this value area and we form that SFP up top here in these higher time frames, I'm going to be inclined to assume we're going to come all the way back down to this guy and bounce, if not this guy and bounce. If not, this top being the top. Right now it doesn't look like it, but we'll see what next week brings. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Today's Friday. Fuck tomorrow. See what next week brings. See what Sunday brings. We could definitely shoot up higher, right? It looks like it wants higher, but it also is pointing to a rollover. This, if we saw, like I keep saying this, guys, right? This divergence, we come up, we swing fail this, right? We got to change a character. You look at this in the 15, the 5 minute, the hourly, and you're shorting the shit out of this thing. Take it all with a grain of salt. I'm looking long, right? I am. I'm short here, but I got areas I'm looking long on Sol. I got areas I'm looking long on Bitcoin. I mean, shit. I was even looking at Ethereum yesterday, and I was like, this thing looks horrible. And I was like, I want a long down here. I want this whole thing to get eaten up, and I want a long down there. And that would make sense, right? We had a big move up. We never came back. Let's come back into some demand here. Come down, boom. Let's take off, right? We got the 618 or 786. No, Jesus Christ. Golden pocket, 618, 65. We got an order block here, a daily order block, inside demand. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of reasons. Let's work our way down, start at the 4 hour. 4 hour, I mean, we're coming out strong here, right? I mean, this can just, V-shaped recovery. Market hasn't even opened, right? We got 45 minutes till the market opens. But this is looking bad. momentum wave wise. I wouldn't, like I said, I would like to come down to some key, a key area for Brian, which I mean, you can even do this, and we're kind of already there. 3 hour. Yeah, see, like the money flow is kind of flat here. This makes sense to trigger this wave. The gray wave would make sense to trigger here. My stomach. I'm hungry. Yeah. So the 2 hour pull, 786 bounce so far. Right, we're overextended here. Money flows still sideways. It could bounce right up. This is the zone. This is a zone. Yeah, but look at this. Look at this bleed. Slow bleed, slow bleed, slow bleed. Even if we come back up, I'd be looking for something like this. Depending on how this momentum wave looks, if that'll change my mind or not, we'll see. But short's playing out nice though. I wish I didn't have to bring the kid to the in-laws. I would have put a lot more on it. Fucking kids, man. Am I right? 30-minute. Right, this red line was the previous top, by the way. Right, chop, 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 chop. We just dropped below. Let's see if we smack our head on it. Look at this curvature, guys. This is blood in the streets. Right? When you're going sideways, if you're moving sideways, why aren't you working? Who cares? If you're moving sideways, right, and you see this bleeding, this curvature, this divergence, it's not always divergence, right? Because if you didn't take this high and this momentum wave was here, it would just be curvature. You don't always have the divergence. And when you have this curvature, look for these trigger waves. See if they make sense on a retest of some sort with a low time frame confirmation. Yeah, see, momentum waves aren't doing much. This money flow is coming out nice, and boom. I mean, we had 2 days ago was Pizza Guy Day, right? The 10,000 Bitcoin for the 2 large pizzas or whatever. Maybe some garlic sticks. Hopefully, maybe got a liter of cola. And then yesterday, Trump had his dinner for the Trump coinians. I mean, I just want this shit to stop. I just want TA, man. I want to play nice. I want none of this artificial shit. I just want to know what's going to happen. I don't want to have to worry about this news shit. Go ahead. Tell me news doesn't move price. Go ahead. Tell me. I'll get angry. Anybody says news does not move price, explain this to me. What happened here on Sui? There was a Sui hack. $10, $18 million, some shit like that. You tell me that's not a news event, right? That came out, boom, people panicked. Boom. Guys, I'm jazzed up. Fred, what's up, brother? I need breakfast. Ooh. Ugh. Ooh. Anyways, we're in a bounce zone here, but that's why I may take some profits and look for a short up here somewhere, since we broke bearish again and things are looking bearish. But at the end of the day, if we get a nice little something like this, you got to take it. Sub wax, you got to take it. Take a little profit off where it makes sense. Maybe leave a little moon bag because of where we are. They can just be shaking out the week. But if we didn't take this high, but we are taking the high, right? Let's move up on time. Let's move up in the time frames here. We do have a change of character, bearishly and bullishly on the 4-day. Okay, so we come up. I don't know. This doesn't have it, but that's okay. I can make my own decisions. Right? We SFP this, grab all this liquidity. What's next? I'm going to say either here or here. Maybe not down here, but you know what I mean. This is a hole. This is a hole. You heard it here first. What are the Heikkens looking like here? So I'm just looking at the indicator here. I'm looking at the RSI, seeing how it's different. I don't need to see the candles. I just want to see if this differs. Mine, the not market safe for B, does not change. So I'm going to use this for reference. Same jazz. Same jazz. No, it's all the same. Actually, if this 4-day closes bearishly, right, we may not break this high. This may just not even be here, and this just may to lower high. It's possible. You're saying there's a chance. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing here, right? We may break it a little bit, but that's okay. Remember, what did I show you guys? 786, I guarantee it. Guarantee it. I can just see these things. It makes sense. Mr. Smith, what's up? What are we thinking, guys? Huh? What? Talk to me. Think I'm crazy? No, once again, I still think we're going higher. But I also don't at the same time. Right? Yesterday, I longed Solana. Yesterday, I got long. I was a little late to the party. I longed like over here somewhere with anticipations of the breakout. And then we broke out, and then I moved my stop loss to here, and then I woke up in the nighttime, and I saw this double top forming. I got out before it broke. Right, I saw this take, and I saw this one candle here on the 2-minute. I said, you know what? We got a little divergence coming out. I'm okay with I'll take my gains. I don't need to run all-time highs, and I'm glad I did. Or all-time highs on Solana. Could these red candles be vectors rebalancing? They could be. I mean, listen, this can just be. We can just be coming down for that, right? But it depends where you're looking at, where you're finding your vectors here. Oh, let's go to Bitcoin. Right? I mean, let's look at the daily. Let's look at the bigger time frames. Right? We got a fair value gap on a vector here. Right? Daily naked point of control, 4-hour 200. We could be coming down, rebalancing that. We got a couple here. I mean, like you can even, arguably, I'd probably just do this whole freaking thing. Right? But I'm a zone guy. See, the thing that makes me, I'm very curious because we break all-time highs. How many people are entering the market the second this happens and all the hype happens and everyone's saying, I told you so, it's going higher, we're hitting 120, 150K. I'm not saying we're not. I'm just saying a pullback would be in order. It would make sense, right? It would make sense to pull back a little more. Would I prefer like an hourly change and retest? Absolutely. All right, we got the change. Let's get the retest, and then let's go. Let's have another break of structure. Something like this, right? Come down, boom, and then do this and have this break. Yeah, that would be a little more convincing. I mean, everything's more important on higher time frame. Higher time frame prevails on everything. But I'm not gonna go down to the 15-minute and dissect all these little vectors all the way down. I'm not doing that. If I'm scalping, different story. But if I'm looking at it as a macro, as a whole, I'm not. I'm just going to stay as a whole because I'm looking at this right here. I'm looking at this trend line. Break this trend line, get a little retest, boom. It would make sense. It's not a bad thing, guys. It's not a bad thing. It's healthy. This is healthy movement. Granted, Bitcoin doesn't need healthy movement, right? Because when Bitcoin wants to go, as you could tell, like look, boom, we just went here. This didn't have any chop. Boom. Granted, this is a weekly. We got a little consolidation here, but we blast off. We don't come back for any of this weekly shit. So this price action is actually healthier than it is over here. So does it mean it can take a little longer, it can take its sweet time and still go up because it's healthier price action versus this is just a blast off? I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, because look at this divergence on the weekly on the RSI, guys. You tell me this doesn't look like it wants to roll. Like I can't. This is how my brain works. This is how I've just trained myself on these RSIs, on these oscillators, and they're awesome leading indicators, even though they're not leading. But when you do your top down and the stars are aligning, it can really help point you in the right direction. It can also point you in the wrong direction. So that's why everything's with a grain of salt. Market structure over everything. But I mean, if you get a flip like this, right? We got where is it? We got a bullish flip here, right? Boom, we break bullish. But you see now it looks like we may be losing steam here. You're not going to long the moon here. You're going to wait for a good confirmation along, right? So just don't be blind. Let's make it orange. Let's make it a little bigger. Make it dotted. And we'll lock it. Now on to Solano. Another double top at the value area high. Bearish divergence coming in. This is actually kind of strong here on the 12, the 16, the daily if it prints. Six-hour money flow just crossing back over. There's a nice little rounded top over the 4-hour. Same jazz, kind of money flows coming up. Once again, this is a long zone here, right? So what are we doing? We came out, we broke. This is a long zone. Everywhere in here is a long zone. And this is just a key area here. I don't know. I'm short, and I'm holding until I get a confirmation for a long in the zones that I'm looking for. I should probably redraw them. Long demand. That's an order block. We ever touch this guy? We didn't. A little bullish OBIM right here. Perfect. Guys, I need a haircut. I'm just gonna leave it like this. This is goodbye, Brian. What about this guy? Is this guy? See, like this right here? We have, this is internal right here. This is an internal demand zone on the 4-hour. But we also have a 4-hour order block of imbalance. So I'm just gonna pick it up. We also have, some imbalance here with the fair value gap is not fully filled, but I don't care. We're gonna do this. We're just gonna make it a little bigger, just how she likes it. And these are my zones. We got a confirmation. I'm taking them in any of these. Just drop it down again. Let's see what we're looking at. How are we looking? Now remember, you don't want to get too caught up, guys. You don't want to get too caught up looking at all these little structural things. Like right now, it makes sense to come up to come back down. Period. Right? We broke the 1-hour. If we SFP it, yeah, we couldn't go higher. 3-hour, the low's all the way down here. The 2-hour, the low's all the way down here. After this one, we broke this one, right? If we close below that, this is the next stop. In theory, right? Somewhere down there. At least into the demand zone. Somewhere into this demand. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's like I'm not panicking here. I'm just kind of just gonna wait and see what happens. I mean, like I said, I did get short up here. I have a very nice short play now. I'm up. I'm up a couple bucks. Money flow's coming out on the 15, on the 30. The hourly, it's starting to lean. Did any news come out today? Anything? I checked this is how I just checked to see if any numbers are coming out on the Dixie. They're down here on the bottom. I put the hourly up and they'll pop up. So nothing importantly scheduled that I know of is going on. But I miss a lot of shit. So if you guys know anything, put it in the chat. Let me know what the hell's going on here. I don't go on Twitter. I don't watch the news. I stare at candlesticks, drink coffee, bitch a lot. But life is good, right? Life's good. We're having fun. I got to pay some bills today. See, money in, money out. Money in, money out. Yeah, see, we touched that guy. Money flow still coming out. This can roll right up, which is fine. This rolls up. I'm going to be looking short up here. Once again, it makes sense. Let's see what happens. Let's watch Sol. You guys go watching Sol? Or you want me to split screen Bitcoin? Excuse me. Do me a favor, guys. If anyone's watching, you're enjoying it, smash that like button. I'm trying to build something here, trying to build a brand. I do this shit every day, so I figured I might as well do it with y'all. So subscribe, hit that like button, say what up in the comments. I'm going to go fuck myself in the comments. I really don't give a shit. But I appreciate y'all being here. Except for Wags. Fuck you, Wags. Just kidding. I love you, Wags. My little French Canadian. He likes curvy bitches. Yeah, see, this can just continue to bleed. This can continue to bleed. Trump what? What happened with Trump today? I know he had his dinner last night. %, proposed tariffs on Europe. Let's go. Dump it. All right. Well, it's so fucking funny how this shit just shows. You know something happened. Excuse me. You know something's gonna happen too sometimes. 50% proposed tariff. What was it originally? Do we know? Nanamoose. Or was that one that was on pause? We were kind of trying to figure it out. Yeah, I mean the tariffs got to come out eventually, right? We got to iron them out, and that's what they've been saying. It's kind of hard for me to say we're going to hit 120, 150K or go higher until all this stuff is out. I can't see them turning the money printers on. I can't see them dropping interest rate until all of this is ironed out. It just doesn't make sense to me. We're in the blind here. There's a lot of shit going on. You're just going to roll the dice. It doesn't, because these tariffs they're going to make things potentially worse before better. So you're not going to put us in more of a pickle until all this stuff is firm and in concrete. He said 50% starting June 1. What do they tariff us? Do you know? Or U.S.? I don't know if you're U.S. or Canadian or whatever. Yeah, so I mean that a lot of this stuff is. I mean, for anybody who's following it, I don't follow it too much because, like I said, I just stare at candlesticks and it tells me enough. We're tariffing those that tariff us, and a lot of it's a negotiation tactic to just lower the tariffs. You want to do business? You don't got to screw us. We don't got to screw you. Let's come to an agreement. Let's all live happily ever after and a strong economy and carry on. Not everyone likes that. Everyone thinks it's a terrible thing to do. I don't know why it doesn't make sense. I mean, should he be happy about that? I don't know. I wouldn't. I'm not. Yeah. Listen, it, it's the same. I don't know how you guys feel. I'm sure a lot of you guys are introverts, right? Um, and gals are introverts. It's just this is the space we're in. If would you not rather spend money locally, right? Give it to your local mom and pop, someone who's in your community, right? I do. I don't care if somebody's a few percent, a few bucks more expensive. If they're putting their hard work in and they're a part of my community, I'd rather give them my money. It's just how I operate that way. I'd rather give them my money. Same thing with all these big products, right? If you don't want to be in the U.S., why are we going to give you all of our money? There's plenty of companies that operate in the U.S. Yes, I know that means more expensive, right? Because we don't have slave labor, but you cut the tariffs out, maybe some taxes get dropped, maybe it'll all balance out and it'll still better our economy in the end. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you, right? Or your people. What's up, Kel? Right? I mean, you wouldn't expect like the Canadian president to do what's best for South Africa. So you got to do what's best for Canada. Same thing with the U.S. It's just U.S. plays a big part in the global economy. It's scary stuff to fit. The unknown is scary stuff, especially for big dollar. That's why even if Trump didn't win and Biden got back in or Harris or whatever, then wouldn't matter. The market's like certainty. It may have. I think it would have pumped regardless. I think the time frame may have changed, but I think it would have pumped regardless in the markets because they just want to know what the heck's going on. They want certainty. They don't want uncertainty. Same thing with us, right? When we're trading and we're looking at this, we have our rules. And if the charts are gray, we shouldn't be trading, right? Because it's not clear. Now imagine if you were doing this with millions and billions of dollars. You're, you don't need to force a trade. You don't need to force an investment. You just need a couple of them to hit right, and you're sitting pretty on a beach sipping a pina colada. Think of it like that. Like Link, right? We broke bearish, came down, bounced, retest. We grabbed this last little 15-minute order block at the high of the range here, and boom, we dumped. I know it's a little bit aggressive, right? But it's right there. Everyone's just wanting higher highs. And what are the odds that we break the all-time high on the pizza day? What's up with that? You think that guy's like needs medication, right? Or he's in like a padded room somewhere right now? 10,000 bitcoins? I'd be a little upset. Just a smidge. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious what's going to happen in 20 minutes with open. Is New York just going to say, let's take back everything we've gained? All right, I wonder what the sessions are looking like. Let's go to Bitcoin. Let's go to sessions. I want Tokyo. Actually, you know what? Let's just keep them all. It's okay. I know it wasn't worth anything at the time, but that what if, right? What if? What if you held? You'd have enough money until the freaking world explodes and your whole family, your whole ancestor line wouldn't have to touch nothing. You'd be sitting pretty. Okay, so let's go to the 4 hour. So blue is Tokyo. Actually, let's go to the 1 hour to be less chopped. Let me just get rid of the words here. I want the names. I just don't want. That's what Daddy likes. All right. So let's start from the bottom here. Let's start from like here. Consolidation, New York consolidation, Tokyo pump, New York pump, London crossover pump. We got. Who took the majority of this move here? Mixed bag, right? Tokyo dumped it. London pumped it. New York continued. New York continued. New York dumped it. Tokyo. Okay, so there's been a lot of exchange of hands here. London coming in. Tokyo. Let's see what happens. Part of me kind of wants to close partial and set like a limit up here at the 786, but on Sol. I mean, it's still holding kind of strong. All right, this looks like it just wants to roll. Money flow still coming out nice. Rounded VWAP on the 15, like 24 minute. What are we looking at? That's good curve. Hourly. It's got a lot of room to come up. 12. This could pop up. 10. Mixed bag, mixed bag. We'll see. I got my stop loss right above this order block. It's a 2 minute, I believe. 3 minute? 1 minute? I forget what it was. Gosh darn it, yeah. Whatever. Whatever. Who cares? 30-second? There's no way. I mean, there's a 30-second in here. But it's above this hitch. It's above this guy. I forgot what I saw, where I saw it, when I saw it. But we broke bullish, right? So now are we looking at this as a range? I would assume we can probably. Let's go to the 1 minute. This is a 1 minute range for sure, right? I'd say so. I'd say so. I can even get rid of that. Let's get rid of the Shihai for y'all. I'm keeping the market structure on for now. Right? So we're here. Now we're here. Right? We get above, we get sucked back in, we go down towards that 50 line. Let's see if we come lower. But we broke bullish, right? So came down, broke bullish. Are we just going to have a little double bottom type situation here, or just roll right up, or are we going to continue to range, or are we going to dump? Mm-hmm. You look at it macro-wise. Value area high, you look at this. Just got sucked back in. Let's get rid of that. We don't need any more confusing garbage. Yeah, right. So like we have stops along the way, or we may not. I don't know. We may just dump, but we got a range here. We got a range here. Let's pull this up. I haven't pulled this in a while. Excuse me. All right, so we got a little gap here, which means we see it, right? You see this pump here. Got a little bitty Jimmy John here, but that's okay. And yeah, we got a lot of volume in here, so it's gonna be tough to fall right through this, in my opinion. Do it like this. So we break this, we're coming down POC, which it just makes sense. I mean, we got demand here, and then it's just a bunch of chop shit. So we'll see, right? Because if you were to look at it from like this perspective, right, when this was happening, right, there's still a lot of shit, and we just continued to bleed slowly. It's a 12-hour chart, right? This took a long time, but okay. Yeah, no, it makes sense. It's just dirtying up my chart. Just dirtying it up. What's everybody else looking at? Anything? Or are y'all just staring at me, staring at this? 2 minute. So 2 minutes still bearish, but like we have a lot of room to come up. 1 minute did break bullish, right? We have a lot of room to come up and to continue bearishly on all these time frames. But I'm not. I don't know. This open's going to be interesting. I'll be right back though. Give me 2 seconds. All right, I'm back. Just put a bagel in the toaster because we hungry. What's everyone's favorite bagel type? I feel like there's only one right answer for this, but I mean, like an everything bagel, it's just got to be it. You talking about on this on the oscillator down low, or these dots up here on the chart? Get out of here, Kel. Get out of here. You sicko. You dog. These are just the red dots are just kind of, they're not confirming because nothing's ever confirmed until it's confirmed, but it's the VWAP crossover, right? So it's like it's pretty much like if momentum is kind of switching. You got a dot, the VWAP crosses. The crosses and the dots are the same thing. Just the crosses are the red. The red dots are just it's no, it's something different. I don't know because right, see the green has the crosses down low, so it just like flip flops. Sesame's not bad. I can go to sesame. I mean, as long as it's a fresh bagel, right? You got a fresh bagel, you can't really argue. But yeah, everything bagels. Oh, come on, guys. Nothing better than just having it all up in your teeth, and it's the best. But yeah, no. So every time these dots and these red dots crosses whatever print, it's just a VWAP cross. Boom, boom, boom. Right. That's all it is. It's just telling you that it's potentially shifting direction here. Right, we're coming down. VWAP crosses over. The VWAP is kind of a leading indicator to the momentum waves and money flow. That's why you're right. You see them happen a lot faster than everything else. That's why you use them all in conjunction with each other. Otherwise, you'll be all over a freaking place just staring at the VWAP. And this VWAP is different than the VWAP that's on your chart. It's just different. Someone said ETH. Yes, sir. Anytime. I mean, ETH looks bad. It's bearish, 4 hour. Bearish on the 2. Bearish on the 1. Bearish on the 30. Bearish on the 15. Bearish on the 12. And obviously we just broke bullish or bearish on the 5. I'm looking at it the same way I'd be looking at this stuff. Just bear with me here. I want to see what happens here. Go to the 5. He probably wants to TP. If we do have open come in, do I really want to roll the dice on this? Let's see what happens. I'm going to go throw some cream cheese on the bagel. I'm going to be right back. Yeah, I throw some butter on there every now and again. All right, I'm gonna pull you down more. Let's get my face a little smaller. Y'all need to see me. Yeah, that's better. Oh, plain toasted bagel with sun-dried tomato cream cheese. That sounds pretty damn good. Anybody like lox in here? I'm a big lox guy. Mainly when I'm like on vacation. But a good everything bagel with some lox, little red onion, oh, capers. Oh, I'm gonna assume you're talking about this right here, this consolidation. I'll probably pull it back from there. Yeah, it does look good. That definitely does look good. I'm gonna watch the chat, but I'm gonna mute and take the camera off because I'm about to take a couple mouthfuls of this bagel. So hold on. Let me know if you want to look at anything though. Guys, this is so fucking good. This is so good. Market open, by the way. Let's see what happens. Why say that thing so fast? Things I do for y'all. Mm, that was delicious. Actually, what in the hell is this? Williams trailing stops. Interesting. I mean, they're looking the same, right? So we're going back to Sol. Come on, just do what you gotta do. I gotta shave. It's Captain Morgan out. Let's put our foot up on the fridge. Come on, cut the shit. See, reject here. May not, but right. I say here because this is the 2 hour OBIM right here at the top of the 2 minute range. We're looking at Bitcoin now, guys. Um, no, it's just reading the ebbs and flows just a lot faster than the momentum waves are. That's all. It's every like little, because the markets don't move like this, right? There's a whole bunch of this shit, right? It's just kind of calling those moves. Come on, reject. I say reject because I'm short. The 15 looking like 12, 1 hour. Now we may just go. We may rip up. We may, but we may not. So it's a lot of times, guys, if you're getting in pre-market, it's good to just kind of close and just wait for the dust to settle. Then you can hop back in something, depending on where you're in or out, or how many other types of confluence you have for your trade. Come on, baby. Don't you worry. We're here for you. We're here. We'll catch you. We'll catch you. Oof. Oof. Roll, baby, roll. I got a vacuum now. I got freaking poppy seeds everywhere from that bagel. Probably my teeth. How am I looking? You're so nasty. Come on. It's Friday. What's everyone got going on this weekend? Anything? Anything good? What's the difference between order block of imbalance and a demand zone? Good question. So, man, it's right here. A demand zone and or supply zone. This is a supply zone, right? You buy demand, you sell supply. Supply zone. Supply zone is the entire structural market structural hitch, right? You come down, we got two white candles, or blue and a white, two white candles up, and then we continue down. So this is a 2-minute structural pivot point, right? This is a high, low, high, low. So right now we're ranging, basically. We're in between these 2 points, this high, whoa, this high, and this low. But this guy right? So this whole thing is supply. If it was on the flip side, it'd be demand. So it's the same thing, just opposite ends. This guy is an order block of imbalance. We don't You don't want to over refine, but all this is showing us is most likely, to my understanding, how I play it, is there are A, trapped longers here, but mainly there's short orders here that didn't get filled, right? We came up, they put their orders in, it flew away. So likely the prices to come back up, orders get filled, and then we move. So an order block of imbalance is a singular candle on a whatever time frame you're looking at, and the demand zone is the entire structural range, I should say. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but to me it does. Like this guy here, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this is a demand zone. This is demand. This is demand. Right? Demand, demand. See this one little candle here? See how we have a black candle and an uptrend, but it's just one of them? And it's inside the demand. They're stronger when they're inside demand. Sometimes they could be up here too. But typically on like a lower time frame, there were, if you have, say you're looking at the hourly, right, and you have an order block of imbalance somewhere in the between here, on a lower time frame, it's probably going to be a demand zone. This is an order block of imbalance here. This candle, this particular candle is an order block of imbalance. It is a 1 hour order block of imbalance. The imbalance. So right, we came up, we never mitigated it. So if this candle came up, right, and this very next one came down and touched it, it wouldn't be an order block anymore. It would be mitigated, right? This white candle takes off, nothing comes back and touches it. This goes up, and the next one comes down and taps into it. It's no longer valid. Take this. $16 still print. Okay. They see me rolling. I have a squirrel problem. They're pissing and shitting all over my deck. I got to start taking care of business. Got to have a talk with them, Hey, can't be here anymore. I got a kid out there. Go somewhere else. Yeah, we're still good. We're still looking decent. Yeah, we did. We did. Long story short, this could be a double top. SFP. Delete some stuff for you. All right, this could be a double top. We do have the change. We'll see if we roll over, if we get a retest or not. But I'm looking at this zone for a long. Looking down in this demand zone here, we also have a fib you could pull from here too. Right? I'm just not going to have it on because it's just so much shit. Yeah, I mean, it's. We'll see how it plays. But I'm short. Looking for the roll. Did we come in and tap this? We did not. What about on Binance? Not on Binance either. That's okay. Mexi? No, we didn't on anything. Anything now I give a shit about, at least. Die. Just keep rolling, baby. Who's your daddy? Yeah, I agree. No, I'm on Bitcoin. This guy here would be nice. But we'll see. I mean, I'm expecting a little turbulence on the way, but if this is a bigger picture, SFP, value area high rejection, right? Value high, the macro range, double top. I mean, are we coming back down to the low? Yeah, I got short right pretty much right before we started talking this morning. I'm short like up here somewhere. It's like something like this. Stop loss is like right here now. Thank you, sir. Yeah, just bleeding nicely, right? I'll flip over to it quick. I'll show you. So when I was looking at it on the hourly, we had some bearish divergence coming in. Momentum wave was on its way. Uh, it was like looked like it was ready to start curling. And then 30 minutes, same shit. I dropped down to the 2. I did the 5-2, but the 2 minute, we had a change of character. Oscillator was bleeding hard. I got it on this trigger wave here. It came down, it came back up. All right, my technical target was this guy. But it just went. It just never stopped. So we'll see. We'll see if it rejects. Like I said, stop loss is right here. That way, if it comes up, I can get back in. I have a hunch I'm going to get stopped out here, but that's okay. Stopped out in profit, that is. I want to short the golden pocket of the move down. This guy. I almost just pointed to my screen like you can see what I'm pointing at. You don't want this guy. Just be aware that we may not make it there. I'm looking at this guy here. I'd watch this. I mean, it's got the same shit going on, right? It's got the same shit. I mean, regardless, it would make sense to come back up for a short. Because even if I don't love the look of it, I'd have to. I'd be in my rules say I'd have to. I'd probably um, the 786 would be a very strong level for me. Is that also the golden pocket of this? It kind of is. Yeah, right here inside this internal supply, I'd have to. I don't make the rules. I do make my rules, but I don't make the rules. I think this would have been a good long too. Good scalp long right here. Golden pocket. No, we didn't make it. Okay. Just watching. Just boring. The boring watch. Let me turn my exchange to the 1 minute here. Off from down here. Brett. That's good. I mean, that's a tough one. It's a good snag, but it's a tough one to. What you could have done was a lot of times when you get these wicks like this, you can kind of just pull a fib from the next little hiccup. And then I don't know if we're gonna have enough volume for this, but yeah, we don't. It's still this would just be like a you got to shoot your shot type of thing. Nice, good catch, man. Yeah, I'm hesitant this morning. They'll run. I'm sure on Sol. Not saying it's not a good long zone. This is right. This is clearly our long zone. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm in a good short. If I get stopped out here, I'm just going to give it a little time. I may run the garbage out, go for a quick walk, come back and do it again. Where's my chair? Just playing games on the two. So I think it's gonna go. Adios. I've never really paid attention to him. Um, I'm not saying there's nothing behind them, but they don't all hit, right? So it's hard for me to go off of something that in hindsight works, right? There's definitely a lot of volatility around them, but just which way, right? The whole up and down, full and full. There we go. I'm stopped out. Profito. watch for the short. Let's see if we can get the short here, guys. Back to Biddy. $30-minute. What are we looking at in the 30? Yeah. Okay. We have any order blocks up here? We have 12. There's a 15-minute bear. You'll get the gist. Make this zone big. We got a 5-minute on the 786. Okay. That's really all I need. This is all a bunch of zones here, but it's, to me, when I look at this, I'm looking for unmitigated zones as well, right? Like this is not mitigated. This is not mitigated. This guy's mitigated, but it missed the entire order block. So this whole area here is valid for me. Should have closed down here and longed. I saw it too. Flip, 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 boom, boom, boom. I could have got long right here confidently. But back to those moon cycles, you need other confluences, right? So if you figure out a good strategy with some other confluences plus the moon cycles as like a confirmation to enter, I mean, it can definitely slap. I'm just not a swing trader, so it's a little different for me to look at. I need my freaking. I need to clean my glasses. Where art thou, cloth? My kid just takes all my cloths. Will this work? These lenses are forever screwed. My kid fucked them all up. No, it's so much better. Yeah, I'm looking at this macro wise now, guys. Look at this. Not macro, hourly at least. If we, I'll watch Bitcoin for these levels here. Let me get rid of this. We get up towards the 786, or we get a flip in here. I'll be looking everywhere else. What is this hourly looking like? See, like this could be a really explosive trigger wave too. It could just be a shakeout. But I got to play the structure, you know? I can't, I don't know what's going to happen until it already happens. Oops. But this 5-minute order block on the 786 looks freaking juicy. Let me hear you sing, Wags. Let me hear you sing. I'm gonna sit back down. I think if I heard you sing, I wouldn't understand a word you said. I gotta focus when you talk. My American ears are struggle. Going down. Two-hour. See, this is a 2-hour rejection zone or bounce zone on the biddy, right? You can't make that up. SFP, this guy, this could be a good bounce. I would love if we can get up here a little bit, come back down, and then go, right? With a little extra spice, a little slap and tickle. That'd be pretty cool. So I'm gonna play the short, I think. I'm gonna look for the short into a long potentially. We'll see what plays as, what it looks like. But these, I mean, there's still room on the higher time frames to kind of come down and grab some liquidity. I don't know. I'm gonna sit in here for 5 more minutes with y'all, but I think I'm gonna hop off soon. I gave you guys the skinny. My skinny, at least, what I'm looking at. Whether it plays or not, it's a different story. A big fair value gap here in 5. Right? Like if we can get up here and get like a 1 or 2 minute change, it'd be a lot. I'd put a lot on it. I think you need some music. Yeah, I know, but it's when I'm talking too much or so much when I'm kind of going over this shit and not shutting up, the music confuses me. Right? I need to think. Once I get once I hop off with you guys, I'm gonna put Pandora on and I'm gonna listen to some country music and I'm just gonna chill. But while I'm going over this stuff with you guys, I know it's probably boring and quiet but it's tough. A fair value gap is you see this big old candle, this one big black candle here. What isn't filled is a fair value gap. Right here, right? Big black candle. The next candle we kind of come up. This whole thing is a fair value gap. It's basically a market inefficiency, and a lot of times the market will come back to fill that inefficiency. Right? We had this. We came up. This one got filled. That one's filled. We had one here. Right? Right here. Came back and grabbed it. Everyone uses them differently, I think, for the most part. I look at them in conjunction with order blocks and or supply and demand zones. I may add a little bit to them. I do not trade them just as is. But like this is a fair value gap. Right? Big candle, nothing came back in there. This is just an empty. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Did we freaking SFP that? Oh, we did, you stupid bitch. I didn't have my stop loss high enough. Yeah, man, of course. Ah, you stupid, stupid Brian. You should have been short. Like, look at this. This is. Can we come back a little bit? I'd like to double top this on at least a 1 minute. Like, let's come grab this wick here. 786 bounce. We have a little order block right down there. Maybe a market smash long. You guys want to market smash long with me? We come into that. This guy. And the reason I'm waiting for this low level is because when I'm scalping like this, I want the extremes because I want my R&R to be as good as possible. That way, if I have a day or a couple days of a cold streak where the shit's not working, hopefully my R&R outpaces the losses on the winners. You don't have to do that. You do what you want. This is just makes me happy, right? Like, oh, we bounced here. Like, there's a reason to come lower within the 1 minute market structure pull, right? So, in considering the 2 minutes all the way up here, if we come down and bounce down here off the 1 minute, I'd be looking up towards the 786, and I'd be happier than a pig and shit. That's what I want to do, anyways. Doesn't have to play out. I mean, we can. You stupid ass. We can do this. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. How many people are watching right now? How many likes do we got? Somebody put that in the chat. Let me know. Because I am going to pull up something else. Where's my internet browser? Eight watching, huh? Wow, what a crowd. What a crowd. I suck that much, huh? Shut up, explode. Mine says 12 watching. 7 likes, though. Not bad. Come on. Come down for us. Why does it keep doing that? It's a 3-1. It's a 3-1. I'll take that trade, maybe. If we're fortunate enough to get it. Why is my shit freezing? It's like not, my candles aren't moving on it. There it is. It's double digits. Let's go. Smash that like, guys. It helps. Working on a brand here. Working on a brand. Saying there's a chance. There's so much more candle movement on my 1 minute on KSEX right now than there is on this chart. So much more. Matter of water. Look at this, a 30-second golden pocket. Look at this. Bring us down for this 1 minute guy. Remember this Jimmy right here. You know you want to. I want you to. What's up, Jay? Brother Jay. Yeah, come on, give us that quick 3 to 1. I mean, shit, if you guys really want to, you can just shave 50% off here, another 25% there, got 25 left, and then shave the rest off up here. If not, see what happens. If we're fortunate enough for it to even come back and play. Jesus Christ. Point 0.35, 3x leverage. I don't know if we're going to get it, guys. At least in the time that I'm here, because I want to leave in literally 1 or 2 minutes. I got shit to do. I wonder. Yeah. 10? What do you mean 10? Like 10 minutes? I'm going to kick my feet up. Let's see something. That's better. Let me answer an email quick. Zippity doo dah, zippity day. What do you think, guys? Is the 30-second going to prevail, or is the 1 minute going to give us a little bounce? What do you think? Come on, baby. Come on. Maybe. All right. I don't care about that anymore. I have faith. I have faith. What's Bitcoin doing here? It's important. Where's the 2 minute? You still got that. Okay. Come back. Boom, boom, maybe. An order block down here. I think there's room. I think we may be all right. What I don't love is that we did hit the Bitcoin impulse fib here. So this 1 minute may not work. We may just... That's right, we're going to hold it. We're going to see. We're going to see because we got a lot of potential. This golden pocket up here, right? Let's get rid of this. This is the impulse pulse, but this is the actual pulse. So I would love to double top here on a 1 minute. But to come up even higher would be even better. Jeez, to come down. Come on. What do you mean send my chart in the Discord? Like a screenshot of this? This is a boring game today. It's not a boring game. I made some good money this morning. Ugh. Three. All right, this is taking forever. I'm not going to sit here and wait for too long. I said 5 minutes, about 20 minutes ago. Everybody, I appreciate you coming. We'll see what happens. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to put a limit here. I'm going to keep it and see if it plays. If not, I'll be looking at these higher levels to get short. Right. If you pull a fib from here down, golden pocket, 786, 5-minute order block of imbalance, I'll be looking here 1,000%. I'd love for it to come down to give me a long, potentially up into this zone, where I got TP1, TP2, TP3. But we'll see. I don't know. If you haven't already, smash that like button on the way out. It helps the algorithm. And we'll catch you guys later. I'll be in and out of the Discord today, so we'll see you guys in there. Later.